I will not take 10 minutes, just so you know. This has been killing me ever since Renee had called and let me know this was happening. It's been amazing to reflect on what hockey has meant to me in my life. And so I'll just give you a little bit of back history, move on, hopefully 5 minutes I'm out. So I followed my brothers onto the ice in 1980 at the age of 4. I remember my first coach, Joe Vernon, skated out onto the ice with his old leather skates and his tin bucket filled with pucks. He showed tremendous kindness, excitement and love for the game that kept me coming back. And I definitely remember him saying, "Oh, it's a girl," when I came out onto the ice. During my youth career, I was pretty lucky to play consistently with the same group of boys and the same coaches throughout youth hockey. It was special having best friends that supported me, particularly in a time where it was exclusively boys that were playing. After youth hockey, I made my Saratoga High School boys varsity debut, my freshman and sophomore year. And I will let you know that about a mile or two down the road, I experienced my first bench clearing brawl and police escort out to the bus on our trip home. It was fantastic. That was old school hockey. I mean, we're talking 90s or 80s, so. But being the first girl playing in Section 2 hockey really brought on new challenges for me, but it also challenged the belief in other people and their perceptions on who should and could play ice hockey. Throughout my years in Saratoga, I was also given an opportunity to play in my first girls team. I was probably bantam age, and I went up to the Akwesasne Indian Reserve and played on my first girls team. They accepted me onto their team, into their homes, and lifelong friendships were established. All because of love for the game and immense kindness and willingness to provide an opportunity for a girl who had no other opportunities. It was then I realized that hockey does break down societal barriers and it becomes this common language amongst people. Okay, and it doesn't matter between gender, race, all those who play it are together. Okay, after that, my dream was achieved when I continued to play Division I ice hockey at Northeastern University. At that time, it was the pinnacle of opportunity for girls ice hockey players. It was, you know, I played with amazing teammates. I experienced 3 Bean Pot wins, ECAC championship, and I played in the first NCAA Women's Ice Hockey Championship tournament my senior year, the first year they had it. It was all of these experiences that made me want to start giving back and paying it forward. While finishing at Northeastern, I got involved in local and girls high school teams in Boston, helping out in the Frozen Four clinics, helped coach youth hockey clinics for girls throughout the Boston area. It was amazing at that time to see so many girls on the ice. After that, I was able to go to South Australia, where I started working for the Australian Ice Hockey Federation, coaching and coaching coaches for women's ice hockey. Again, I was part of a group of players, parents, coaches, and leaders in the community who supported and wanted to provide opportunities for girls and women in the sport. Chicago then became my home, and that's when I began teaching children with special needs. At the same time, I began coaching Chicago Young Americans and eventually Team Illinois AAA hockey. 10 years after winning an ECAC Division I Women's Ice Hockey Championship, I had the honor of coaching the Team Illinois U16 to their first national championship. It was that moment that I realized the true pinnacle of my career was being able to give back and help support other girls on their own journey. Hockey is a language spoken by those who recognize that the old barn you're about to play in will be the fastest sheet of ice. The smell of sweaty hands pulled out of your glove after conditioning practice you had to have because you lost the game you never should have. My love for hockey was traveling out of town every weekend from November to March for tournaments and missing Fridays of school, and airing out your equipment in the parking lot because your team made it to that Sunday afternoon game and you had to leave your room. It's shinny hockey in hotel hallways, parents realizing the value of hospitality rooms, pond hockey in the bitter cold, long road trips with great people. It's about off-ice training, stick handling in your basement, shooting pucks in your driveway because you do believe in miracles. It's laughter and alliances that are forever established between teammates and families and communities. Hockey brings into the existence friendships forged through those early mornings, long weekends, grueling practices, unbelievable road trip, tough losses, and unimaginable victories. I will forever love this game. It has shown me that determination, a bit of aggression, friendship and kindness, and acceptance to those who are different are some of the most important attributes to take with you throughout life. I want to thank the Saratoga Youth Hockey community and coaches, the Akwesasne community that supported me on my journey. I want to thank Bob Sanamore, Mike Benedict, the Marshes, and the Tribleys for their support, kind of kindness, and making sure I had fun along the way in every moment. I want to thank my family, my brothers who were my idols, my greatest teammates and teachers, my biggest cheerleaders, and who still to this day take credit for my Division I win because they harassed the goalie on the other team the whole game. So I have to live with that the rest of my life. My parents, who were my biggest supporters and advocates. My dad, who was my biggest fan and taught me every lyric to every musical on every road trip all over New York. My husband, who I met on the ice and coached with throughout the years, and whom we had 2 amazing daughters. Thank you so much for this great honor. I will be forever humbled for this. I really appreciate it.